My entire show is just
Oh, really? That's good.
just like a really room set. We've got playing like a cube. There's a laptop back there. That's it.
Oh my god! It's only an hour long show.
Look at this absolute sociopath.
I know.
He wrote a dissertation.
Nerd.
Yeah.
Welcome to Star Trek versus Star Wars! About 50% of the audience has been here before! Oh, amazing. Give us a cheer if you're a fan of Star Trek. Yes, very much. Yeah. Fan of Star Wars? You fan of both? Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. You're like, you're a fan of both? Do you like it now? You're like, no, take it easy. You're allowed to be a fan of both in 2025. Don't be ashamed of that. You're allowed to like both, or as I like to call it, sci-fi sexual. It's perfectly acceptable. Give us a cheer if you are a fan of neither. Oh, okay, that's fine. I asked that the other day, a big cheer. Loads of Stargate fans in. So, it's good to have you. It's good to have people here. Okay. This is Star Trek versus Star Wars. By the way, the little intro there, I should sort of explain a little bit. We do have UK parody law, which means I can't use a whole bunch of stuff. I thought when I made this show back in 2015, I would be a good little boy and try to get the rights and be like, hey, can I create this little parody show? It's a little bit of fun. Is it okay if I use some of the stuff from Star Trek and Star Wars to make fun of it? I wrote to the rights holders to Star Trek. They did not get back to me.
That's a yes.
So yeah, exactly. The rights holders to Star Wars, which at the time was actually still Fox Studios, they got back to me. They got back to me. They wrote back to me and they said, "Dear Mr. Carranza, any use of our copyrighted material, not limited to music, video, pictures, fonts, any of that, if I use any of that without their express permission, it would be, at minimum, inappropriate." So I sent them some of my Star Wars fan fiction. Now they know what inappropriate is. Okay, so we've got some fans of Star Trek and some fans of Star Wars, some fans of both, but maybe you are only a fan of one or the other. Maybe you don't even know what you've walked into. We're going to make sure that you are up to date with these franchises. This show is going to be chock full of spoilers. So let's go through some of the big ones that you may not be aware of, okay? So first of all, these two are related. Okay, cool, we're aware. Okay, so are these two. Cool, I think they're from Fife. Okay, so big ones, he dies, and 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 he doesn't actually die, but he does die. I don't know if he's dead. I don't know what's going on with Data right now. They don't die, they just kill the franchise. Any Enterprise fans? Yeah.
So sad.
Okay, if I'm going to take portraits of Star Trek, don't worry, Star Wars, you're in the far line as well. The thing that almost killed Star Wars, the dialogue from episode 2. We know this line, don't we? What the fuck were you doing in sand, Anakin? What were you doing? Well, let's talk about it. The Star Trek, Star Wars, 2025. We've got stuff. We got new stuff. We're kind of in another golden age of Star Trek, Star Wars. Look at this. You switch on the TV. We've got all of this stuff. And as Star Trek fans, as Star Wars fans, we hate it all. Oh, we hate it. We hate it. That's how you piss off a Star Trek fan, a Star Wars fan. You make new stuff. So let's go back even further. Here it is, Star Trek, the beginning. This is the original series crew. Kirk, Spock, McCoy, and the rest of them. Starting in 1960s. What was that?
That's the keep it in your pants, Courtney.
So, Star Trek was created back in the 60s by a man called Gene Roddenberry. Gene Roddenberry created Star Trek as an idea of seeing where humanity would go if we put aside things like sexism, homophobia, and racism. Move beyond all of that, we can explore the stars, go to strange new worlds, meet species, and have a great time. And many of the things that we saw in Star Trek, we now have today, the technology especially. So for example, the tablet computer that came from Star Trek. The onesie came from Star Trek. Now, anyone over the age of 35, you'll recognize the next thing, the flip phone. Remember the original StarTAC phone here? That was directly influenced by the flip communicator from Star Trek, the original series. Now, younger people, of course, this then did evolve. It became the Android phone. Comes with unlimited data. Fuck right off, that's the best joke in the show. Okay, other side, talk about Star Trek, Star Wars, created by this man here, George Lucas. Star Wars was not the first film that he directed. Does anybody in here know what the first two films he directed were?
American Graffiti.
Oh yes, American Graffiti was the second film. The one before that?
TK.
Yeah, THX 1138. Very good, well done. So, but American Graffiti was the movie that he did before. And looking at this poster, very different to Star Wars. It was not like Star Wars whatsoever, but what it was a critical and financial success for Fox Studios, and they went, you can basically do whatever the fuck you want, okay? Now, they had paid him $250,000 for this film. That's important to know, okay? Now, does anybody know what George Lucas wanted to do next? It was Flash Gordon. That's what he wanted to do, but he couldn't get the rights for it. Instead, he wrote Star Wars. So this is what he created. Now Fox were like, great, no rights involved in this. We'll pay you $500,000 to direct this film since you did so well with American Graffiti. To which George Lucas said, no. Pay me the $250,000 you gave me for American Graffiti, but give me the Star Wars merchandising rights. Fox Studios were like, what, for a couple of t-shirts? Like, what's that gonna do? Over the next 35 years, he made over $35 billion just in merchandise, and Fox are now owned by Disney. So I think we know who won that one, don't we? But for us, the punters, we ended up with some very cool Star Wars merchandise, didn't we? For example, the C-3PO ceramic tape dispenser. Look at the state. Look at this look of horror on his face. Every time you tug on that, he's feeling that, isn't he? We also got the Lando Calrissian disguise kits. Please don't worry, it's just a mustache. There's nothing else in there, it's just the mustache. Now, I'm not old enough to have seen the original trilogy in the cinema. I'm 42, so I never got that opportunity. But, as a teenager, I did get my own trilogy, didn't I? Yeah, I got the prequels, which means brand new merchandise, which meant I got the Jar Jar Binks lollipop. People, take a guess on which part is the lollipop. It's the tongue! It is the tongue! This thing was designed on Epstein's Island. It's the only explanation for it. Luckily, I never got destroyed Alderaan. Okay, so Star Trek and Star Wars, two of like the biggest science fiction, science fantasy franchises on the planet. And what I've got is I've got two fantastic acts who are going to come onto the stage and they're going to argue the case for why they think one is better than the other. We're going to lead them through several rounds of debate. We're going to test their knowledge, and at the end of every single round, you are going to hand out the points. Woo! My Americans from the last time, they remembered the gesture. Brits, I learned that's a very British gesture. Like, Americans are like, well, fuck, I mean that. They're like, oh, yeah, okay. So, without further ado, please welcome to the stage, Greg Crafts and Tom Burton! Keep it going. Oh, it's all nice right now. Yeah, let's see what happens. Hi guys, how you
It's
doing?
okay.
Have you had a good Friday? Is
Yeah,
it-
good. Yeah, I just wanted to check in. I was sat behind you, and when they asked the question, has anyone seen? I'm worried about spoilers. Have you not seen either of these franchises?
No, I'm in the middle of watching Star Trek.
Oh, shit.
I'm just about to come to the end of season 3 of TNG.
Oh, fantastic! Right, what you have to do though, when you get to the end of season 3, to have the real, authentic experience of season 3 TNG, you have to watch it, and then you have to wait 12 months until you can watch season 4. You know what I'm talking about, right? Holy shit!
Also, I'm sorry, I'm about to fuck up Deep Space Nine for you.
That's fine. I'm already interested in TNG.
Okay, and are you three together as well? Yeah. Have you been dragged in by him?
Sort of, yeah.
Sort of. Okay. Good luck. Okay. Here we go. I love it. Okay. Welcome to the show. What's your name?
William.
William. Give a big round of applause for William. Okay. Cool. So this is a debate show. An argument. We need to hear why these guys love that particular franchise. So we are going to start off with opening arguments. So we're going to give these guys a couple of minutes just to tell you why they love that particular franchise, why they think it's better than the other. The show is called Star Trek versus Star Wars. So we will start with Star Trek. Please put your hands together for Rik Carranza.
I would have preferred to go on second, but you know what? Fuck it. YOLO. All right. I'm going to start out actually by talking about Star Wars for a moment, okay? I grew up watching both, but I resonate with Star Trek particularly for several reasons, and a lot of it actually has to do with what Star Trek is versus what Star Wars isn't. You can call Star Wars many things. It's a perfect example of the hero's journey. It's a sprawling epic mythological space opera blending sci-fi aesthetics with fantasy storytelling. It's a multi-billion-dollar entertainment IP that redefines sci-fi entertainment for generations to come. It's a complete ripoff of Kurosawa's Hidden Fortress. You know I'm fucking right. But let's also face it. What it really is, though, it's a libertarian power fantasy about one family's indoctrination into a religious death cult and how the resulting intergenerational trauma nearly destroyed the entire galaxy twice. That's right. Search your feelings. You know it's true. So, not only is the story unoriginal, but it's also become a beacon for basement-dwelling, gatekeeping incels and part of the short path from there to alt-right nationalism. That's right. Yeah, no, fuck y'all. I'm going. The story of freedom fighters trying to overthrow a fascist dictatorship has missed the mark with its message so badly that most of the fans identify with the Empire. Sure, they look good in their Hugo Boss-inspired uniforms, but seriously, the most popular Star Wars cosplay is the Imperial Stormtrooper? Let me say that again, but slowly. Most of the fans want to dress up as the bad guys that are inspired by the actual fucking Nazis. Yeah, I'm going for the throat, guys. I'm sorry. All right, and let's not forget you know what? I'm going to quit slagging on the fan base. I could go on, but I used to work for a company that made Star Wars toys, and dealing with the nerds that bought this shit drove me insane. But hey, making bad narrative decisions has been a problem for the franchise since the beginning, not just the problematic J.J. Abrams sequels. I mean, Obi-Wan 100% picked the wrong Skywalker. Leia would have been a much better hero.
Yes.
Don't at me. But that's a whole different debate for a whole other night. Star Trek, while not perfect, is the story of a utopian society where hunger, disease, and homelessness are things of the past, where humanity has evolved beyond bigotry and has learned how to live in peace and harmony. But it didn't just happen, it's earned. There's a very clear narrative about humanity survived eugenics wars and World War III before being able to make that leap. How it wasn't one person or family that saved the whole galaxy, but a society that tore itself apart, then put itself back together and evolved into something new and better. A society that learned its growth with thought about how to get from where we are here and now to a socialist utopia. And take note, because according to the new timelines, we're about due for World War III. And a nuclear holocaust. Hate to say it, but Trek might have called it right. Rebellion to build on hope? No. Hope comes from having a vision of what you want and where you want to go. Star Wars has no such vision. It only reacts to whatever evil the good guys don't want. We know what the rebellion is against, but what is it for? That lack of vision is why the new trilogy in particular is just a rehash of the same problems from the first trilogy, only with a cast that's clearly now too old for this shit. Or it could also be JJ's shit writing. I also hate JJ Abrams. But hey, there's some common ground between the franchises. JJ Abrams left his shitty fingerprints all over both of them. but at least Star Trek can say that our JJ verse is an alternate timeline. That said, I do consider JJ's 2009 Star Trek to be one of the best Star Wars movies ever made. Real Star Trek, on the other hand, is aspirational. It shows us what we can become and dares us to achieve it. Rebellions are built on hope. Fuck that. Star Trek is hope. Thank you.
Before you go on, I feel like I invited an American actor to come and take part in this, and he just brought his baggage. What the fuck's happening in your country? I get it, we get it, okay? It's bad. Holy shit, okay, I love it. Give it a big round of applause, that was awesome. Really did go for the throat.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Hey, Tom.
Hey guys.
Big round of applause for Tom!
I, of course, will be representing Star Wars, and I didn't prepare. So I hope you're ready for a rambling series of improvised thoughts being strung together on the fly. Let's think about Star Wars for a second, folks. Sure, it's had its ups, it's had its downs, it's had more downs than ups in the last 10 years, but we still all have a soft spot in our heart for this franchise. Let me give you an example. Could you all please sing for me the theme song for Darth Vader?
That's the use there.
That's just brainwashing.
And now, as an experiment, please sing me the theme song of Khan. One person knows it, which goes to show the cultural strength that one franchise has over the other. This franchise is built into our brains, where we've lived with it. We know it so well. It's part of our world's culture. I'm from Australia. I was in primary school when the prequels were coming out. I remember going there with my dad, and my dad sitting me down and saying, "These movies are worse than the original." And yet, as a child, I still loved it. I loved the pod racing. I didn't know it was Liam Neeson at the time, but you didn't like the pod racing? As a
What?
Well, I'm going to step in here. Pod racing went to one of the best games on the N64.
It was so good!
Absolutely. Think of the video games. How many good Star Trek video games have there been?
Zero.
How many good Star Wars games have there been?
So many.
2 or 3.
X-Wing is still the gold standard.
I got like two hours into Jedi Survivor before I was like, but this franchise is with us. We all live with it, you know. There's so many more iconic characters, so many iconic, parts of the lore, you know. If I was to do this, you'd all know what I'm doing. But what's this? You know, the international sign for scissoring, you know. I am here to unequivocally say that Star Wars is the better franchise, and I hope I'll have you on my side.
Okay, so we have heard our.
Okay.
You've heard the opening audience there. So there is a point to give out. Give us a cheer if the point goes to Star Trek. Star Wars. Oh! I think it might actually go to Star Trek there.
Preparation.
I was like, Star Trek took it seriously.
A lot of nerd to a nerd fight.
Brilliant, I love it. Okay, so we're going to move into our debate for this show. We always have at least one proper serious debate in the show. The serious debate today is, who would you trust more if your house keys, Han Solo or Quark? Tom, let's hear from you first.
Great. Well, here's something to know about me, is I've never really watched Star Trek, so I don't know who Quark is. Can I get a quick crash course on Quark?
Space capitalist.
Space capitalist, great. Then the answer is Han Solo! Clearly it's Han Solo. Sure, he's a devilish rogue. Sure, he's a womanizer, I guess, a little bit. He's probably fucking aliens, let's be real. He's probably having sex with aliens before Leia comes along, but in that world, it's fine. But would I trust him with my keys? Unequivocally. He's best friends with Chewbacca, a person who he can't communicate with, and yet he seems to understand every word that he says. Chewbacca clearly carries the keys to the Millennium Falcon, I imagine. Somewhere in one of his pouches that he wears on his bandolier.
Oh.
That's right. Who shot first? Depends on the version of the movie that you watch. What we do know for sure is who's a good guy to trust. It's my guy, Han Solo. He's the kind of guy you'd want to have a drink with at the pub, you know? Quark? I don't want to have a drink with Quark.
He runs the pub.
He runs the pub.
He runs the pub.
He's just in it for my money. Han Solo would buy me a pint with a twinkle in his eye, and he'd probably steal my keys out of my pocket as he does it. But I trust him to do it, which is why I give my keys to Harrison Ford.
Okay. Lovely there. I do appreciate that you went very soft with like, what is Quark? And you're like space capitalist rather than problematic representation of the Jews.
Yeah.
That is very true.
Well, I am actually Jewish, so Jews can like Star Wars too.
Okay, let's hear about Quark.
Alrighty, well, I have my notes here. Between the two, I would actually trust Quark with my house keys. Okay. First off, I love Han Solo, but if I let him have my house, he'd ditch the minute that the Empire shows up, and then my house would be occupied by the Imperial forces. Don't need that. Don't want that. Or it'll probably get burned down by bounty hunters. Don't need that. Don't want that. Or he'll lose it in a card game. Don't need that, don't want that. He's done all three of those things, and I'm sorry, the guy owes so many people so much money. I don't need to have all my shit just carded off to pay debts. So that's that. Quark, on the other hand, would take my house and turn it into my house, but with blackjack and hookers. And he'd somehow lease all of my longings directly back to me, but there would be a clear, ironclad contract with clearly defined terms, and I'd get a solid 2% cut of the income every other pay period. But everything would be there and secure, and I could lease my bedroom back from him at a decent rate. Okay? Also, outside of that, I do know Armin Shimmerman, the actor who played Quark personally, and he can host a Shakespearean table read at my place anytime.
You have a right to rebuttal. Would you like to add anything?
I would like to add something as I try and think of what. What I want to add to this debate is that Quark is a propertier, meaning a landlord. Who here rents? Renters. You know who else rents? Harrison Ford. I mean Han Solo. Because he doesn't own the Millennium Falcon, it's a rental. So that's why you can trust him with your keys. He has to return them to the dealership.
Okay. And then one last right reply.
Wookiee hair never comes out of carpets.
Yes.
Okay. So we've heard the arguments. Who are you going to trust more of your house keys? Give it a cheer. It's Han Solo. Very enthusiastic. Give it a cheer. It's Quark. Wow, crazy bunch of capitalists.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay, America!
You won, okay? We get it. Okay, we move on to our next round, which is all about our favorite characters, because both franchises full of cool, amazing, well-written, mostly, characters. On the count of three, everyone shouts out your favorite character from your favorite franchise. 1, 2, 3. You're all right. Okay, so should I share mine? I'm going to share mine.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll share mine, okay? So when it comes to Star Trek, my favorite character, without a shadow of a doubt, is this guy here.
Yep. Oh yeah.
William T. Riker. Now you've met this version of Will Riker. First 2 seasons, he's all right. Grows the beard, holy fuck.
Cool.
Oh, I'm leaving my wife for him. This man here, he's got it all. He's got it all, and he plays the trombone. Literally the best thing. What I love about Will Riker is that when they were making the Next Generation, they were like, okay, we can't make it exactly like the original series, so we don't want to have our captain fuck everything that moves in like a Captain Kirk did. So Picard, let's have him be a very posh Yorkshireman. And that's what they got. They got Patrick Stewart. So they went, but we still need to have that lover guy on it. They went for Will Riker. right? And Will Riker literally does all of that. But what I love about Will Riker is not that he's a really great first in command. It's not that he's a really good friend with his friends, like a really close blood friend. Not that he is a skilled lover and gentle lover. It's that he has revolutionized the way that we sit in chairs. Now watch this. Watch the chair. Watch what he does. Watch that leg swing right over your leg. Okay. You didn't see it properly there. Let me give you a better angle. Here we go. He approaches the chair. Hand on it. Leg over the back of it. Now, you might be thinking, how does he get out of the chair? He can't do it in reverse, can he? He's Will goddamn Riker. So Will Riker.
You know why Jonathan Frakes has to do that? Because one of his jobs before he actually got cast on Star Trek, he was a mover, and he fucked his back up.
Yeah,
and had a permanent injury.
Not only that as well, these were actually too tight as well.
Yeah,
so
also
really nice to do it. Just very quickly, Star Wars characters, by the way, my favorite Star Wars character actually comes from the comics. Yeah, it's this guy here. Anyone know who this is? Anyone? This is Jedi Master Bates. Genuinely true. The comics are amazing because not only do you have Jedi Master Bates, you also have this guy, Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. He's genuinely into comics and he's equally a coward. It's phenomenal. Okay, let's hear about your favorite characters. We'll start with you, Greg. Who's your favorite character?
All
and why?
right, my favorite Star Trek character, hands down, has got to be Captain Benjamin Sisko, for several reasons, okay? First off, representation is important, and at a time when TV was predominantly white in the 90s, Ben Sisko was a strong black leading character who was a competent leader, a loving single father, and a genuinely good man who wrestles with extraordinary moral conundrums as he tries to save the Alpha Quadrant and still prioritize having dinner with his son every night, at least until Jake fucked off to Starfleet Academy, flunked out, became an independent reporter. But more importantly, Deep Space Nine as a whole showed us a darker, grittier, more realistic world. The original series, The Next Generation, showed us a utopian future and gave humanity something to aspire to, free from interpersonal conflict, where leaders are strong and growing and constantly questioning themselves. And that's important. But what I love about Deep Space Nine is that it's not naive. Just because humanity has evolved doesn't mean other intergalactic cultures share our egalitarian beliefs. It doesn't mean that there aren't interpersonal conflicts. I mean, how many admirals do we have in the squadron anyhow? That's the bad admirals. Every admiral's an asshole. That's a trope in the show. But Deep Space Nine dared to take that utopian vision previous Treks established and put it to the test. And to its credit, it showed humanity faltering as much as it succeeded. As Ben Sisko himself said, it is easy to be a saint in paradise. The fact that he wrestles with these morals and ethical conundrums daily as he tries to hold shit together on the wild frontier of a quadrant while also being a single dad makes him both incredibly relatable and arguably one of the best characters on television.
Okay, Ben Sisko. Okay, so Tom, favorite character and why?
My favorite character in Star Wars is Jabba the Hutt. And as my opponent talked about representation, finally someone's giving representation to giant, disgusting slug monsters. Not too often a director's scared to put a giant, disgusting, slave-owning slug monster in there. Not George Lucas, he had the guts to put a really gross puppet in the movie and then CGI him in after the fact. Start out with him as a guy in a strange costume and end with a slug man. I wish I was in that meeting when George Lucas pitched to Fox Studios that he wants to redo the movies to turn the fat man into a slug man. And the disappointment in that actor's eyes when he realized he's been entirely cut from the movie to be replaced by this representation of what George Lucas wished this man was. But let's also be real. Coolest scene in Return of the Jedi is the big fight on Jabba's palace. Yep. He's weird as shit and we love him for it. Let's hear it for Jabba.
Jabba the Hutt and Ben Sisko.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. So we're not actually giving them points based on what you've just heard. We're going to be basing them on the next two questions. Who wins in a fight? let's hear the case for Ben Sisko in this
I
fight.
mean,
All right, okay. So, who wins in the fight? Jabba the Hutt or Ben Sisko? I'm sorry, but Captain Ben Warcrime Sisko, Captain Ben, it's easy to be Saint Paradise Sisko, Ben motherfucking emissary of the Prophet Sisko has got this shit on lock, okay? He's got so many ways to take out not only Jabba, but the entire criminal operation. Here's just a few. He's going to park the Defiant over Tatooine and photon torpedo his Jabba's palace from orbit. But that seems kind of, impersonal. That's not how Ben does shit. Instead, he might send in any number of his crew to take out Tatooine's criminal overlord, including bisexual freedom fighter, trans worm, eugenic experiment Dr. Twink and his boyfriend, secret agent fashion lizard, traumatized goo, communist Ronin himbo with anger management problems, or long-suffering pro-union Irishman. Yeah. But I wouldn't put it past Captain Benjamin, a man called Hawk Sisko, to take matters into his own hand, walk into Jabba's palace and simply disintegrate Jabba himself because fuck you, that's why. And besides, what can Jabba do to him? Captain Ben Black Jesus Sisko also is a god. He exists outside of normal time and space. He sees all, he knows all, there's nothing Jabba can do to catch him unawares. Checkmate, slug.
Okay, that's Sisko. I
I
can't
put
wait
too
till
much
you
thought
get.
into that.
I can't wait till you get to that bit of DS9 where he takes out Jabba the Hutt.
Best crossover ever.
Okay, let's hear about the case of Jabba the Hutt in this fight.
It's a hard argument to win because, as we all know, Jabba the Hutt outsources his to other more better fighters like Boba Fett, like the Rancor.
Yeah.
If I can get the Rancor in this fight, then Jabba's got it. But if it's a 1v1, look at this guy. Let's be real. He's probably not winning any fights anytime soon. But if he can use his criminal empire, if he can weaponize his monstrous crew of bounty hunters and monsters, and one of the worms called again Sarlaccs.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
got a Sarlacc on his side. He can take out Boba Fett. Then he could take out Quark. Okay,
that was a bit of an accident.
it wasn't. That was a lot more loose.
This character is so cool. How did you kill it? Big balls.
So sadly, I lose this round.
I'm still gonna get the audience to call it. Fuck it. Gives a cheer if it goes to Ben Sisko. Jabba the Hutt.
Slug representation.
Okay, that is another point there for Star Trek. Next question is for these two characters. Give me their best quote.
Oh boy.
Give me your best.
Can you do me a favor and just be Princess Leia pulling my chain?
Yeah, there you go.
Greg, give us a best.
I took that bit way too seriously, and I took the quote way too seriously. That was brilliant. I would happily lose to that. All right? No, the best Ben Sisko quote has to be from In the Pale Moonlight. I lied. I cheated. I bribed men to cover the crimes of other men. I am an accessory to murder. But the most damning thing of all, I think I can live with it. And if I had to do it all over again, I would.
So Ben Warcrime Sisko, as you said, versus when the sex dungeon goes wrong.
We've all right.
We've all been there. We've all been there. Forgot the safety wires.
Because we were getting choked.
Gives a cheer, but goes to Ben Sisko. Oh, you're so sweet. Gives a cheer, Miss Jabba. That's the first point to Star Wars on getting choked out. Fuck me. Okay. We're going to move into our next round, which is a game. There's not actually going to be any scoring in this round. This is a game called What the Wookiee Said. In this round, what we take is some everyday, normal situations, and these guys are going to use quotes from Star Trek, Star Wars, scenarios, whatever they want to use, but all based within those universes to answer to give us suggestions. So the first one is worst things to say at a job interview. You got one, Greg?
I got one. Perhaps today is a good day to die.
Oh, good.
Do or do not, there is no try.
Resistance is futile.
Give me the job.
It's not a quote, it's just to go into the job interview and do this.
Go into the job, just pull my chain.
Going up to your interviewer. My mind to yours.
Okay, good. Okay, okay. Next one. Unlikely small ads. Unlikely small ads.
Wanted, 2 humpback whales, no questions asked.
Oh, nice deep cuts.
That is a good
These are not the Big Macs you're looking for.
Misconnections. Me, blonde, attractive, gold uniform. You, cool, calm under pressure, and fully functional. Come by my quarters anytime.
Palpatine's back.
Myself, the boy, and 2 droids. No questions asked. Ready? One more.
Oh, I have a whole bunch, but I want to find the knockout. All right. Wanted, USS Enterprise NCC 1701. No bloody A, B, C.
Yes. Very good. Okay, give me a round of applause. Okay, the next round is called Versus. In this round, what we're going to take is just 2 things, put them against each other. It's very quick debates. They're going to put a case forward. There's not going to be a right to reply in this one. We're going to give them points based on their justification. So the first Versus one is better hair. Ooh, Princess Leia's buns or Counselor Troy's curls? Who would like to step forward first with this one?
Okay,
No,
thank you. Let's talk about iconic hairdos for a moment. Princess Leia's buns. May I poll the women in the crowd? Have you ever gone to a convention? Have you ever done the Princess Leia cosplay? One, yes, sort of.
What?
That's
Wait, you found something out.
that is 3 out of 4. I mean, if we talk about iconic hairdos, these buns are legendary and they look delicious. I rest my case.
And I got this approved ahead of time. I am not qualified to talk about the hair, but I have someone here who is. My lovely wife. Just get up here.
Hey!
Before you jump out of your seat.
I'm Jen. Those are my qualifications. Now, when we say better, the question was not iconic. The question was better. And when it comes to hair and women, you have to have the best hair for the situation you're in. And I will argue that Princess Leia never had the best hair for the situation she was in. Let's talk about the buns. I have visuals. The buns. Now, most people will think that the buns are braided. They are not. Look it up. The buns are very loose twists like this. Look at this. You know how many pins you would need? You would need pins. You can't pin here because it's your ear. This is not practical. Now I will give her a pass because she had been kidnapped. She was not ready to go, right? So we have to look beyond that to her other hairstyles. Let's look at Hoth. Now Hoth has a very good hairstyle. It's back like this, and then she has the braid over the top. Very good. However, the braid's way back here. It's gonna take again the pins. Do you know how long she'd have to get ready in the morning? And then we get to Hoth. We get to Jedi and Endor. This is my favorite because she has a lovely braid over the top of her head that has twine around it. Nice accessory. And it's the first moment that we see her hair loose. And it's amazing, wonderful. And then the next morning, she still has the braid over the top with the twine, so we know she slept in that. But then she has very long hair, and they are very, very elaborate braided buns. Braided is good, that's a good protective style. But in the morning, when everyone is getting ready for battle, they are sleeping, they are getting their rest, and she's going, guys, wait. I just need 10 more minutes. And then the pins, and the pins, and the pins. There's so many pins. Meanwhile, Counselor Troy has hair very similar to mine. She's going to work Her work is the counselor on the ship. She has to do 2 things. She goes up like this, and she does 1 pin, 2 pins, and we are done. And we are ready for our day. A very professional moment. We are sitting down. We are talking to our lovely shipmates about their feelings. We are empathizing. But we are down. We are free in order to look very hot in front of our ex, who we must not look jealous in front of, because we do end up marrying him. Sorry, spoilers. And it does work out, so that's very good. Unlike Worf, that was a whole situation. We don't talk about that. And then in the very rare occasion that she does need to go down to an away team, we still have this one style. We're ready to go, and we take the space scrunchie.
Space scrunchie.
And we have this style. We are ready to go. We are phaser ready. No problems here. We don't have to make anyone wait, right? There's no braiding. There's no braid, pin. We're just ready to go. That's right. Yay!
I just want to say that I mentioned that this was the question, and I got a 35-minute version of that. I was like, you know what? Fuck it, you do it.
I also asked my wife to come and speak, and she left me.
I genuinely, I'm like, there's a lot of trauma in there, wasn't there? There was a lot to unpack, but I also feel like I can do my hair. I feel like I learned a lot. Okay, so we've heard the arguments there. Give us a cheer if it goes to Princess Leia. Wow! Deanna Troy. Wow. Okay.
You ex-wife.
Just to take a little break, I actually have, this is live streaming right now on YouTube. I thought, hey, let's pop in and see how nice the people on YouTube are being. They're horrible. No, they're being okay. But I love it. It's like, oh, what name did that bully and hairdresser have on the Enterprise? Anybody know?
Mr. Mott.
Mr. Mott, there we go. Who had no hair.
No,
that was the
no,
hairdresser who had no hair.
Also a big security risk in Starfleet.
Yeah, I want to tell them all the secrets. But I love it. But I scrolled back and like some people actually come up with some other ones, like unlikely small ads, to boldly go where every man has gone before.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Do your loved ones miss you? Join the Stormtrooper Corps. You'll miss them too. Person at home, Brett Moore. Fucking well done.
He has the best show ever.
Brett, stop beating me in this conversation.
Okay, so the point there, yes, another point there for Star Trek. The last versus question we have was Star Trek versus Star Wars. Interesting one. Who has the better opening theme? I'm gonna put it out to the audience here because Star Wars has one theme, right? We know the theme. We all know it. Star Trek couldn't make its mind up. Right, so we're going to have a little vote here. Which theme shall we use? Shall we go for the original series, the Singing Lady?
Yes.
No.
Next generation.
Next generation. Alexander Card.
Yeah.
Should we go for that one?
No, we are not doing Faith at the Heart. No.
We're not. Are you sure?
Positive, yeah.
Okay. We will use the Next Generation theme, which was actually first used in the motion picture. So very happy for you to use that. So we're going to have Star Wars theme versus the Next Generation theme. Let's hear the case for the Next Generation theme.
You know, fuck man, I actually had it set up for the original series. But you know, honestly, the Star Wars themes are iconic. You know, you got Vader's theme, you got the Imperial theme, you actually have the main title. Like these are iconic. Absolutely, not taking anything away from that. What you know, you have really fun sing-alongs with that. What Star Trek though has is a lot of meaning behind it because it's you have the Star Wars themes, which is big, grand, big instruments and loud sounds, and it feels like you're being dropped in the middle of something. Whereas with Star Trek, it feels aspirational. It feels like you're entering a world. You're about to go on a journey. It is much more like environmental and it sets a particular vibe. It also has a great hummability. Like you always, if you ever want to do Star Wars, you got to sing it out loud, but you can hum the Star Trek theme. It's got that kind of like portability to it. So yeah, I think that's about it for me. Yeah.
2 words for you later.
Hang on.
Oh, sorry.
This is just for you, right?
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Take it away with your solo.
I found the worst version of it as well.
Nobody wants it.
Okay, there we go. Okay, let's hear about the Star Wars theme.
2 words, folks. John Williams. You can't beat it. This guy is a legend. He's done it all. Look at, and I know it's a different franchise, but look at the new Superman movie that just came out. What soundtrack did they use? The John Williams soundtrack. This guy is the best. And how many times have we watched a bad Star Wars movie, Disney Plus show, whatever, but you see this logo, you hear the bam, and you get excited. You get that feeling you felt when you were a kid watching these movies. It brings you right back to it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's as simple as that. You hear the music, you know the franchise, and you're excited to see it regardless of the quality.
So we're going to get the point here. Give the cheer if it goes to that generation theme.
Nope.
Star Wars theme?
Yeah!
Okay, so that is the versus round. That's another point there for Star Wars. So currently, the points are sitting at 4 points to Star Trek, 2 points to Star Wars. We have one more round to go.
I hope this is worth more than 1 point.
Well, it is all to play for. The next round is ultimate knowledge.
This was sick. Yeah. The other day it was even bad.
Yeah, because what I thought, what's going to happen is you've got 5 questions each. That's 10 in total. Just in case you couldn't do that. Okay, 5 questions each. They're going to start at patronizingly easy and move to slightly challenging.
Bullshit.
Okay. What's going to happen? You're going to answer the question. If you get it right, you get a point. If you get it wrong, the other person can attempt to answer to steal the points.
Oh shit, you're gonna steal all my points.
We'll see. I don't know. It's tough.
Okay.
What?
You're not alone. You can choose one person from the audience to help.
Can you choose one person from screaming?
I choose Brett Moore.
I choose your wife. I choose your
A house divided against itself cannot stand.
You just do a Reddit reference. I also choose this man's dead wife. The only 2 people who use Reddit in this room.
Oh my god, that's so
Okay.
For real, can you use people on screaming, or would that not work? No.
I mean, there is a delay. There is a little bit of a delay. I mean, I'm not saying no, but there is a delay. Let's hang on a second.
Brett says
whoa. Right, Brett, say hi.
In the chat, not
In the chat.
Oh God! Come on, Brett. Come on, Brett. Come on, Brett. I don't think it's fair, also, because he's at a computer. I don't know. It's not fair.
Hi.
Hey!
Okay. How do we feel about that? Can we use someone else? No, I don't think so. Yes. Okay. Okay. Who in here thinks they know that he's working?
Yeah, no, it's not that time.
Okay. So am I. Technically.
To be fair, he was also on Jeopardy.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I need someone who knows their Star Trek, someone who knows their Star Wars. Who knows their Star Wars?
I want Ryan Warnier up here.
Oh, no, you don't.
Star Trek?
No, you don't.
I want you to fucking steal.
Oh,
I
Oh,
want you to steal. Yeah.
Oh, clever. So this
Oh, there you go.
this is the guy who represented Star Wars the other day. I see what he's doing. This is smart. This is smart.
I need a Trekkie then. Because I don't know shit about Star Trek, so I need a good Trekkie.
I only know some of it.
This is the biggest Trekkie. Who we got?
Get his voice.
Speaking of fun, no, I want
That's
to get
good
up
enough.
Will, that was right. Will, give a round of applause for Will. Since you're called Will, can you show us how you sit down?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I genuinely watched that and went, fuck, I do that.
Okay,
So
so.
you too have a crippling back injury.
So, please, next, Tom, try not to get kicked in the face. Okay, so we don't know what's going on. 5 questions each. We're going to start with Star Trek, Star Wars, Star Trek. We're going to
Can we confer with each other?
You can confer with each other, please do, please do. Or ignore each other, I don't know. It could be like an awkward first date. Let's get some atmospheric music on the go.
Ah, there we go.
Okay. So, question number 1. As I said, we are going to start with easy, okay? Star Trek. What is the title of the 4th Star Trek film, which involves time travel and whales?
The Voyage Home.
It's correct!
That's good. I was going to say The Quest for Peace. Good.
Okay.
Bullet dodge.
I was going to say Shatner's Big Day Out.
That's fine.
Literally is. Okay.
Similar.
Okay. Star Wars. What is the name of Chewbacca's home planet?
Kashyyyk, thank you, well done. I said Kashyyyk.
Kashyyyk. Will, it's correct!
I went for the planet with the smaller furry.
He's already made 50% of the points that you made. Okay, Star Trek. What species is Commander Shran, a recurring character in Star Trek Enterprise?
Oh my God, Shran. Oh,
Get him.
no. Vulcan? No. I've watched like 1 episode of Enterprise. Vulcan?
That's too many episodes of Enterprise.
Yes.
Incorrect. Do you want to take a guess?
Take a guess.
What species?
Yeah, what species?
Klingon.
Klingon, incorrect. Anyone there know?
Endorian?
It's correct! Point for the audience!
I think that guy!
I said that! I said you needed someone else!
Star Wars. What is the primary material used to construct the Darksaber's hilt?
Well, I know the object, like the object that goes into them, but that's not just the dark saber. There's the
To make the actual hilt itself.
like the alloy,
metal,
like the
yeah.
metal. Oh
Yeah.
fuck! All I'm thinking of is adamantium. I know it's not that.
We stripped back Wolverine.
Yeah.
Like the opening of Deadpool 3.
Yeah.
Lock in adamantium.
Incorrect.
Beskar.
Oh, it's correct. You're celebrating for Star Trek right now. You understand that? Yeah.
I'm celebrating for Star Wars myself.
Okay.
This is an unfortunate side effect.
Star Trek. In the original series episode Arena, what is the name of the alien Kirk is forced to fight?
Gorn.
It's correct. There we go. Well,
Big green motherfucker, yeah.
In a rubber suit. Space lizard.
Yeah, space lizard.
Okay.
Don't let me down, Will. We need this, Will.
What species is Sebulba?
Oh, I remember that freak. He was like he's the
like
main
walking
guy,
his hands.
and he's the main guy in the pod racing. He's like
Pod
the
racing.
bully. Yeah. I would have been. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna make up a word. He's
I knew it. I know it
squinch.
now.
He's a squindo.
It legitimately sounds like a Star Wars.
It really does.
It does.
Incorrect.
God damn it.
Star Trek.
Damn it, Greg. Isn't he a Doug?
It's correct!
A particularly dangerous Doug named Sebulba.
Yeah, there you go.
God damn it. Now you want to give me all the questions I know?
Yeah.
You're proud of yourself? You couldn't have done this fucking yesterday?
I'm proud of myself.
Yes.
I'm in a sweaty basement hosting a show called Star Trek vs. Star Wars. I'm very fucking proud of myself and my life.
Don't worry, I'll be in your position tomorrow, getting all the questions wrong.
Okay, Star Trek. Who was the Starfleet officer who defected to the Maquis from DS9?
Oh, Michael Eddington.
Michael Eddington.
Yeah.
It's correct!
Oh my god!
Okay.
Is it bad if I just walk in Michael Eddington as my answer?
On what planet does the final duel between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Maul take place on Star Wars Rebels?
You know it? I
Do you know what? Do you know what? Do you know what? You just not answer so we can give
Yeah,
you more
right.
pain. Like this is too much fun. No.
So like, do you know where they put originally? Because I feel like there's a good chance it might be on the same planet, right?
It was in the boot the first time. But, if you think about it, Obi-Wan was nowhere near in the boot.
Yeah.
You know, there's obviously 166 who went behind him.
Yeah, so we're nowhere near there, so we're like, I mean, it's not, I don't know. You pick one. You all make up a name like I did. Or do you want me to make up another name? The Sand Planet? Oh, Tatooine.
It's correct! It's actually, if you watch Rebels, it's actually really fun.
It's fantastic.
It's
so
a
good.
great fight. It's a great fight.
Bad signs of the Star Wars guy hasn't seen it.
Okay, Star Trek. According to the Next Generation Technical Manual, which I own, what is... I do own it. I'm so fucking alone. What is the maximum number of people the Enterprise D can evacuate in an emergency?
Oh my god. I didn't have the tech manual. And you have kids.
Not mine. Just found them.
I just started. Foundlings, eh?
3,000. 3,000? Because I think the crew was like around 1,700 and they had to leave room for guests.
Incorrect.
Okay.
3,000 is incorrect.
Don't.
Don't Price is Right this and go 3,00001.
No,
Right.
I'm going to go way up. How many, come on, may I ask, but you said how many total are on the ship again? 17?
I want to say the crew is about 1,700, but I could be wrong.
1,000. So, 1,000 maximum, right?
Yeah.
Oh, plus. So it's going to be late.
The crew of the ship is 1,700. You said 3,000 can be evacuated?
Yeah,
Because of guests.
because of guest families.
Yeah.
2,000!
Ah, yeah.
2,000 is incorrect. Any guesses out there? 15,000.
No.
Yeah, 15,000. Yeah.
Because they can eject the whole saucer section.
Exactly. The show is the whole deck as
Save the
well.
whole fucking planet,
How
yeah.
many guests do they have on there?
Shitload.
Okay.
Galaxy class is huge.
Star Wars. What is the name of the spice mine on Castle?
Oh, yeah. That's the salt planet in the second bad one.
Oh, the red stuff.
The red stuff. Yeah.
I mean, it's not.
It's not the red stuff. The red salty stuff, and it leaves all those sort of cool trails behind it.
It's a major plot point.
We're still going down that path.
That's not what it is.
That's not what it is.
It's not even remotely.
Okay. Oh, the Kessel Run. That's the Kessel.
I will accept either the answer from Legends or canon.
That helps. Yeah, that helps. Let's lock in cinnamon.
I've now got images of Han Solo doing the Castle Run and the Cinnamon Challenge at the same time. Incorrect.
I actually don't know that one either.
Well, they make death sticks with it, right?
Yeah, they make death sticks, so I guess
Yeah.
the Laurel Bros.
Yeah.
Spice Mines, I don't know.
I don't remember what what it is raw, but I know they make death sticks with it. But they also just call it spice.
Yeah.
What do we do now?
It's correct. It's all spice. It's just all spice, yeah.
Yeah, the Spice Mines are
There you go. That's another one there for Star Trek. Okay. We've come to the end of Ultimate Knowledge. Please give it up for Will and for Ryan for joining us.
I owe you a drink.
Nice try. I've become the very thing I swore to destroy.
You were meant to help Star Wars, not destroy it.
Today it finishes 10 points to 4.
Who could it be?
Battlestar Galactica! Well, first of all, before I announce the winner, like, I don't know, guys, can you please tell the people who are not part of your show promote what you're doing?
After you, sir.
Oh, thank you. I'm from Australia. Me and my brother do a sketch comedy show. It's called 1925, and it's a sketch comedy show set entirely in the year 1925. So it's like an old vaudevillian slapstick comedy show. We've toured it all over Australia. We're bringing it out here for the first time, so we'd love to have you there. If you're free, I'll give you some flyers at the door.
When is it?
Sorry, thank you. It's at 4:20 every day at Assembly the Ruins. We're until the end of the month. So, yeah.
Fantastic. Our show is Three Can Keep a Secret. I've got the cast here. We have only 2 performances left because we're headed back to America on Sunday morning.
We're really sad about that.
Yeah, we're really sad about that. I wish we could stay the whole month, but we have like families and jobs and shit. But Three Can Keep a Secret is a darkly funny, interactive neo-noir crime thriller where you get to pick who lives, who dies, and who gets the bag of money. So it's not improvised, it is all scripted, and you are faced with decision points at various points to see what happens next and go down that pathway, and all kinds of dark, fucked up shit happens, and it's a great time. It is 10:30 tonight and tomorrow night at the Space on the Mile.
Go see it. I might be coming tonight to go see that as well. After some food.
Absolutely.
Good call!
Okay, so for me, last thing to talk about is, of course, this has been part of the Free Festival. So thank you very much for taking a chance on a show that you were like, what the fuck could this be? So well done. Thank you very much for coming along. If you've enjoyed the show, I have done the show on the paid venues. I was in the Guildhall Balloon back in 2018. They set the ticket price. It was like £13–14. I'm not asking for that much money from you. I want you to pay what you think this show is worth. If you think the show is worth that much, I'll be standing at the door with a card reader and optimism. But if you think the show is only worth £5 per person, that's fine as well. But if you have enjoyed the show, the other thing you can do as well is you can go onto the Ed Fringe website. You can leave audience reviews for any shows that you see. So if you want to leave an audience review for Star Trek vs. Star Wars, please go ahead. It's like how we actually get more audience people read those reviews. They come to the shows based on those reviews. If you did not enjoy the show, nobody likes a snitch. So, ladies and gentlemen, please give it up again for Greg. And of course, the winner tonight was not Star Wars. It's Star Trek. Enjoy the rest of your night. I've been Rik Carranza. This has been Star Trek vs. Star Wars. Oh, and one last thing. This has also been part of, in this venue, we have the Best of Nerd Fest. I'm going to leave some of these flyers at the front here. There are a number of shows that you can go see that are part of the Best of Nerd Fest.
Is that a Settlers of Catan board?
It is a Settlers of Catan. So there are several shows that you can go see. If you go see 3 shows, and I've already stamped this for you, you will get a prize. Ooh. What do all nerds want? A bag! Hey! So if you take this, you can go go see 2 more shows. There's one starting at 1:15 in the main cellar called Off the Head. It's an amazing, really fun game show. I also recommend Stand Up Philosophy is really good. Stand Up Science and Comedy for the Curious as well are all worth going. And if you want to just do crosswords, there is a show that is literally just doing a crossword with a comedian in the afternoon. It's amazing. So go check out. I'll leave them at the front there if you want to grab one of them. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Goodbye.
Brett would like everyone to know that Spice is actually called glitter stim.
That's in Legends. That's in Legends. I said Legends or Canon. In Canon, it's Raw Spice. In Legends, it's Glisten. Hold on.
Brett, we Brett and I in front of Fringe.
Oh, yeah.
I've been trying to talk him into coming.
That's so great.